the sharing today.
I just flew in this morning at 8:30. I landed here at 8:30 this morning. And so if I seem like I'm still in the air, it's probably true. My wife and I just came in this morning from the beautiful state of Nebraska in Omaha, where we had a wonderful session with the people there. And I was very, very deeply impressed by the tremendous amount of respect that they have for our ministry. On Wednesday, I'm going to continue on what we talked about Wednesday night. Who was here Wednesday night? Can I see your hand? Were you blessed Wednesday? I mean, Wednesday was a very important session talking about how to affect your community without being religious. And I'm going to be focusing on session number 2 on Wednesday. I want you to write this down, please. How to discover and release your gift to impact the world. A long title. Discovering your gift and releasing it to impact the world. If I was to be asked what is my greatest advice to give you as a young man or a mother or father or a young woman, it would be this message. This would be my advice to you. And there's a book on the screen. I wanted you to get a copy of it. It's a book that you think you know, but it's a very important book. The book is called Understanding the Purpose and Power of Authority. This book deals with the message I'm going to talk about. It talks about your gift. The book is available right after the session in the bookstore. Take your time and read it because it helps you to understand how to discover and release your gift. Please write this topic down. Discovering and releasing your gift to impact the world. Our focus today is going to be on understanding the principle of self-manifestation. Write that down. Self-manifestation. People are not looking for you. They are looking for what you are carrying. And if you don't manifest what you are carrying, the world will ignore you. Because you exist doesn't mean you're going to be successful. Because you are on the planet doesn't mean that people are going to notice you. You can live an entire life and not be noticed by humanity. We can bury you in a cemetery and we would never know you were here except for that tombstone. And the reason is because most of the humans on earth live on earth but never manifest themselves. And so the most important goal in your life should be self-manifestation. I want to explain what I mean by that. A couple of principles to write down. What is the greatest human need? I'm going to give you 8 of them. And these needs motivate every human. The greatest human needs, 8 of them I will give you. 1, the sense of purpose. Every human needs to feel that they were born for a reason. Second human need that exists. Every human needs a sense of value. We all want to feel valuable. And we would do anything to achieve that. Sometimes stupid things. But we want to feel important. And that leads to number 3. Every human wants to feel the sense of significance. No one in this auditorium or the millions watching this program airing all over the world would deny that they want to feel significant. That's why people dress strange. Sometimes people cut their hair in weird ways. You wonder why. Some people dye their hair strange colors, and you wonder why would a person do that. The motivation is so deep, and it has to do with these needs. And these are not wants. These are needs. The fourth need of a human is the need to feel important. If you ignore a person, it's a deep hurt. I think all of you in this room have felt the power of being ignored. You are in a room and people walk past you. How do you feel? Someone who you know meet you but don't speak to you. How do you feel? That feeling is a human feeling. For everyone to be chosen except you for an assignment gives you a deep depression. Because you want to feel what? Important. The sixth human need is the need for a sense of meaning. We want to believe that there's meaning for our life, that we are not just here on this planet to eat and breathe oxygen and then we evaporate into nothing. We want to believe that there's a context for our lives, that we were born and sent to the planet to do something, and then there's life afterwards. There's got to be meaning to all of this. And every human is looking for that sense of meaning. We try to find it in religion, we try to find it in yoga, we try to find it in meditation, we try to find it in all kinds of scientific exploration. That's why we go to the planets. We're trying to find out if we're the only one here. Is there a sense to all of this madness called the universe? The need to feel that there's meaning to your life. And the sixth need of a human, write these down because these are how you deal with people. All human wants to feel a sense of fulfillment. That's why you want to pay your bills off. That's why you want to own a car. That's why you want to finish an assignment. There's this desire to feel I have fulfilled something. We want to finish things. We want to be proud of ourselves. This is a human need. And the last one, the last two I should say, is we are desiring a sense of personal power. Everybody say power. I have not yet gotten over the fact when I discovered that all humans are pursuing power. That shocked me. I myself included. We need to feel powerful. Let me define power for you. Write it down. Power means the ability to control your circumstances. Every human wants to feel they can control their circumstances. That's why we feel depressed when we are overtaken by circumstances. We feel powerless. When the doctor tells you that they discovered something in your body that's terminal, how do you feel? You just lost power over your body. When they say that your child is abnormal, how do you feel? Powerless. When they say to you that the company is closing down and you have to be terminated, how do you feel? You just lost power. How do you feel when someone breaks into your home and you go home and everything is upset and broken up? You feel raped because you had no control over what happened. This desire for power is very human, and it's a need. And the last one, we have a sense, the need for success. Now, whatever your definition of success is up to you, but all of us want to feel, I was successful. We hate to fail. We hate to feel that we did not accomplish something. I was speaking to a young lady recently, and matter of fact, I was in South Africa, and she told me that her boss was having problems. And the boss was the general manager of this hotel, massive hotel. And he and I became friends. And I've been going to South Africa, as you know, for many years. And this guy's become almost like a disciple. He read my books, got saved, and he's a very wealthy, powerful guy who runs this whole hotel for years. And he came to me, and I said, I want to see you. I heard you have a problem. And he said, my marriage is falling apart. And we talked for about 2 hours. And then he walked me up to my room, followed me all the way to my room, because he's the manager. And he just wanted to be around me. And we went into the room, we sat down, and we talked for another hour. I prayed with him, gave him some counsel. And then on the way out of the room, this man, nice suit, beautiful tie, powerful man, just turned around and grabbed me and wept like a child. And I just held him. And he said, you are like my father. I have no father to talk to about this pain. And I said, then you are my son. Go ahead and cry. And he wept like a child. And you know what he was saying while he was weeping? I failed. You know, when your marriage falls apart, that's how you feel. No one wants to fail. No success can break a man down. The need to feel that you achieved what you set out to do is a human need. Not completing your goal gives you a sense of failure. So these needs are very important. And I want to ask you what I call the human questions, because they are related to these questions I've been teaching for years. These needs are related to these questions. The first question is, who am I? The second question is, where did I come from? The third question is, why am I here? The fourth question, what can I do? And the fifth question that we have to ask ourselves constantly is, where am I going? And all these questions haunt every human. You yourself, sitting here today and watching this program, I know deep in your heart you're grappling with these questions. Every human, 7 billion of us, whether we live in a 10-story building or sleeping under a bridge on a cardboard box, these questions are in your mind. Who am I? And most of us find difficulty answering these questions because these questions are very frightening. Ask yourself the first question for a moment. That's silence, huh? Who am I? I didn't ask you what you did. I asked people this question, who are you? I'm a doctor. No, that's what you do. Who are you? I'm a nurse. No, that's your profession. Who are you? I asked. Not what do you do? Tough question. To answer the question, you must answer it with 2 words, right? Who are you? What do you have to answer? I am. And then you got to fill the blank in. I don't think anyone on earth used the 2 words I am more than Jesus Christ. And that's a good sign, because that means he knew who he was. I am the way. I am the bread of life. I am the water. I am the door. I am the resurrection. I am the good shepherd. He knew who he was. He didn't do shepherd. He says, I am shepherd. He didn't do door. I am. See, it's a different question, not a profession.